Okay, number 13 on the final exam review. It says a multiple choice test has 10 questions, each with 4 choices for the answer. Only one choice is correct. So we have 4 choices, one is correct. So the probability of getting a question correct by guessing would be 1/4. Okay, it says you randomly guess at the answer to each question. What is the probability you answer the first 3 questions correctly? Well, you have a 1 in 4 chance of guessing correctly on the first question, a 1 in 4 chance of guessing correctly on the second, and a 1 in 4 chance of guessing correctly on the third. And this comes out to 0.016 to 3 decimal places. 14. A man has 3 different suits, 4 different shirts, 5 different pairs of shoes. And how many different ways can the man wear a suit, a shirt, a pair of shoes? So you're picking one from each, which means we just have to multiply the number of options we have in each category together. And we get 60 different possible outfits this man can create. 15. 26% of people in the United States with internet access go online to get the news. So 26% go online to get the news. A random sample of 5 Americans with internet access is selected and asked if they go online to get to the news. Find the probability exactly 2 of them get their news online. Well, I have a probability of 26%. We have a sample size of 5, and in the end, we're looking for the probability that 2 people get their news online. This is a binomial probability. Because we have an x equals, we can use binom p df. We enter in our information n, comma p, comma x, and again, this input is provided that stat wizard is turned off in your calculator. Again, to get there, we hit second and distribution, and then we scroll down. It should be option A in your calculator. We enter in n, comma p, which again was 26%, comma x, we want x to be 2. Round to 3 decimal places, we get 0.274. 16. A recent survey found that 70% of all adults over 50 wear glasses for driving. A random sample of 10 adults over the age of 50. What is the probability that at least 6 wear glasses? This is another binomial. P here, the probability someone wears glasses over the age of 50 for driving is 70%. We take a sample of 10, and it says at least 6. At least 6 means we want to be greater than or equal to 6. So this means we want x to equal 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, because x could take on any value 0 through n. N is 10. The calculator doesn't have a function of 6 through 10, but it will calculate the probabilities that we don't want, which is when x is 0 through 5. So to find our probability, we could do 1 minus binom CDF, which calculates 0 through whatever number we enter. We don't want 0 through 5. Okay, we enter in n, comma p, comma the value we want for x. So in the calculators, I'm doing 1 minus second variables for distributions. It should be option B. And then we have n, comma p, comma x. We get 0.8497, which on the final, they're either all rounded to 3 or 4 decimal places. So to 3 decimal places, it would appear like this, 0.85. The next one, find the area under the standard normal curve. Because the final is multiple choice, you do not need to sketch a picture. I will, just in case, to refresh your memory, but we have 0.23 to 0.67 in the calculator. To find that probability, we'll use the function normal CDF. We enter in the z-score at the left, followed by the z-score at the right. Okay, this is a distribution, normal distribution, so we hit second of variables for distribution. Normal CDF is option 2. These will be rounded to 4 decimal places on the final exam, because that's the way our normal curve table is rounded. Okay, to the left of 1.96, since we don't know what z-score is here at the left, technically it's negative infinity, but we know it's very unlikely. A standard deviation is beyond 3 standard deviations away. So if we go to negative 10, we know that we're covering our curve. So again, second distributions, normal CDF, negative 10 to 1.96, and then we round to 4 decimal places. Okay. Again, you do not need to sketch pictures. It's not going to be a part of the criteria for the final, but it could help you. Because here in C, we know that we've shaded less than half of the curve. Therefore, our answer needs to be less than 0.5. Okay, so we're entering in normal CDF, 2.01, comma 10. We get 0.0222. 18. In the distribution of cholesterol levels in teenage boys is approximately normally distributed with a mean of 170. So it's approximately normal. So I'm going to sketch a curve to help me. It says levels above a 200 word, attention, find the probability that a teenage boy has a cholesterol level greater than 200. So 200 is bigger than 170, so we sketch it to the right. To find the probability, we find the area of the shaded region. In order to do that, we have to convert 200 to a standard score. So we're going to do 200 minus 170 divided by our standard deviation of 30. We end up with 30 over 30, so Z is 1. So our probability is the area under the normal curve. We shaded all the way to the right, so we're going to enter in normal CDF, 1 to 10. We got 0.1587, rounded to 4 decimal places.